Hi there, Troy Harrison, the Sales Navigator here, and today I want to talk about a very important topic, and that is I want to give some advice to all of those new salespeople who are coming into this wonderful profession. I'm going to be honest with you, it's been a long time since I got my first sales job, but I remember what it was like. Man, it was at once exciting and terrifying because when you take your first sales job, you're kind of walking off into the great unknown. You really don't know what you're in for, and sometimes the company you're working for doesn't let you know what you're in for, but you know you're in a profession that, if you do it right, can really provide for you, provide for your family, and produce a degree of financial security that you really can't beat anywhere else. And if you're wondering if you should get into the sales profession, by the way, I've got a video on that too. I'm going to put a card right there. Go ahead and click it and give that a watch. Then come back to this one. So what's my best advice to new salespeople, to people who are just entering this profession? Well, in my opinion, over and above all the training that your company gives you about their product, about their processes, all this kind of stuff, there are three things that you need to know, and you need to get your manager involved to help you learn them. Number one, why do people buy from your company? And look, forget all the crap that they give you in the brochures, on the websites, the stuff you're hearing from the company. You want to know the best way to find out why people really buy from your company? Ask the people who are buying from your company. You should ask your boss if you can go along on some sales calls with some loyal customers. You're not trying to take over those customers and sell to them. You just want to understand why those people buy from your company, why they value you, why they value your company. Because let me tell you something, nothing helps you sell the next customer like understanding why this customer buys from you. So that's number one. The second thing is you need to know your ratios. Here's what I mean by ratios. If you're starting a new sales job, you're probably expected to go out and win some new business. So now that you understand why people buy from you, you need to understand the ratios involved. Sales, particularly new account sales, is comprised of a few different activities. You've got to cold prospect with phone calls, with social media posts, with LinkedIn. I've got videos on here on how to do that. And then that turns into an appointment where you have the opportunity to do a discovery. You have the opportunity to present your solutions. You're walking people through the buyer's journey. And a good company will know what the ratios of those are. In other words, how many prospecting calls do you need to motivate some people into the buyer's journey? How many discoveries do you need to do? How many presentations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You need to know those ratios in order to understand how to achieve the objectives that you're accountable for. And by the way, I suggest that you ask in the interview process if the company knows its ratios. And if they don't, I think you should probably find a different company. Companies need to know this stuff. Sales managers, if you're watching this, learn and know your ratios. I've got a video on that as well, and I'm going to put a card for that right up here. Number three, how does your company make money? And I can hear you already. Well, Troy, they make money by selling their stuff. Yes, they do. You're absolutely right. Selling their stuff is the number one way of making money, but there's a lot more to it than that. I understand that a lot of companies try to keep salespeople dumb, and they try to disguise certain facts from salespeople, like what the actual product costs are, what the costs are that go into overhead, all that kind of thing. Here's the problem with that. If you don't know how your company makes money, you can't be an effective agent of how it makes money. So sit down with your manager. Go beyond saying, I just need to know what price to sell my stuff at. Go beyond that and say, show me the mechanics of how this company makes money. Let me know what all those costs are that are involved, and promise them, and mean it, that you'll be a good guardian of their profit as long as you know how the company generates profit. So those are three things I think that every salesperson needs to know. Now, did I learn those and know those on my very first sales job? Absolutely not. And that's why I'm telling you to learn them, because God, my job would have been a lot easier if I'd have known it. So, learn why your customers buy from you. Learn what your ratios are and what the roadmap is to success in generating new business. And finally, Learn how your company makes money. When you do that, you become something more than a salesperson. You become a business person. That comes through in your sales calls. You will be more professional, you will be more confident, and you will have more success in selling. You'll get beyond that first year in selling, and you're going to have a long and successful career. And I wish you well because I love this profession. To me, it's the greatest profession in the world, and I hope you do too. I'm Troy Harrison, the Sales Navigator, and if this video has been at all helpful to you, please like it, share it, subscribe to my channel, drop me a comment if you want, and watch some more of my videos, and thanks a bunch. I'll see you next time.